On behalf of Texarkana Game Day, welcome to a night of Texas high school football. It is playoff time. I am Jay Davis, and we'll be providing some color to Quinn Stanfield's play-by-play. Quinn, how was the drive up here?
Pretty uneventful, and that's how we like a drive somewhere, uneventful.
Took me a little bit longer to get through Jefferson than normal, but outside of that, it was a nice quick drive down to Marshall, Texas, here in Harrison County. I think did a little math earlier today, and the Vandals traveled about 80 miles to get here, where we traveled about 75. So it's not quite the midpoint, but we both had to drive the same number of miles.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad drive at all. Looking over at the crowd on the PG side, I think they're still trying to get in. We still got some coming in at the gate, and hope it'll be a good night for football.
Well, and I think just having these games on Thursday night sometimes can limit those to be able to make the trip to watch the Hawks, but hopefully they are going to be able to watch our stream tonight and still enjoy some Pleasant Grove Hawk football. But tonight's by-district matchup brings in the third seed out of District 8 in 4A Division II, the Vandals, where they will be playing the number 2 seed out of District 7, the number 7 ranked team in the state, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. So, Quinn, what do you know about Van and what to expect tonight?
I've only watched a little bit of film, and I didn't think they were real flashy, but they were pretty consistent in what they were doing. I like the play that I was seeing out of one of their running backs, number 26. Let's see, what's his name? Oh, Garrett Flore, and I liked what I saw him doing, playing real aggressive, real hard running, so he did a good job. This is not a cakewalk for the Hawks by any means. It's not a game you can take lightly, but it's a game that they ought to be able to control.
Yeah, the Vandals are averaging 27.6 points a game, and in defense they're giving up 27.8 points per game. And giving up that many points against this Pleasant Grove offense, their defense is definitely going to have to step up tonight. And one of the players that I'm excited to see on the Vandal side is going to be senior Bo Barton. He has 6 sacks, 15 hurries, 16 tackles for loss, which is pretty impressive, 50 solo tackles and 70 total tackles, and is definitely their team leader on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, hopefully the Hawks on the O-line, we've talked some about their improving as the season is going on. Hopefully they'll have a good answer for him.
Yeah, the Pleasant Grove offense is averaging right at 38.5 points per game, and the defense is just giving up 16.1 points per game. So defense has definitely been shining this season for Pleasant Grove, where they finished second place behind Gilmer in district play. Gilmer and Shreveport Byrd are the only 2 games where the defense gave up more than 30 points this year. And I do think that Van is going to need to be in the 30s in order to make this game competitive against this Pleasant Grove Hawk offense.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Hawk defense has been real stingy all year long. Kind of expect that to still be the case for this particular game. I hope for several more games to come. I was watching them as the 2 teams are making their way onto the field and about to run out, just kind of looking at the size. And they look like a pretty good matchup. Hawks might be a little bit bigger, but not a lot. So pretty even matchup regarding that.
Well, as explosive as this Pleasant Grove Hawk offense has been this year, and we do have a working crowd mic, but that sound is the greeting of the Vandals fan base, bringing them onto the field. So we're definitely moments away from a coin toss. But with your Hawk offense, Akari Johnson has definitely been the man on the Pleasant Grove side. He has thrown for more than 1,100 yards passing and 13 touchdowns through the air, and has only thrown 3 interceptions this year.
That's the beautiful thing about what Akari has done, to get those yards, to get that many touchdowns, and a lot of that has come here in the last 3 games, but to only have 3 interceptions is really impressive.
Well, coming out of last week's game, we did have some bad news as far as Spencer Danner is going to be out for the season with a knee injury, and he had a team-leading 976 yards of rushing. So we are going to have multiple backs taking on that role for the remainder of the season, and I think the Hawks are still going to be in good hands.
Yeah, Hawks are deep at running back in that skill position this year, and it's going to be exciting to see who they slide into that position where Danner has been.
Well, I think we're going to be moments away from the national anthem. Until that happens, I will share other by-district matchups for District 7 and 8 this week. The district champion out of District 8, the Carthage Bulldogs, who is number 1 in state, is going to face the 4th seed out of our district, which is Pittsburgh. District champion out of District 7, the Gilmer Buckeyes, number 2 in the state, are going to be facing the Rusk Eagles. And our crosstown foe and friend for right now, until I guess we possibly could meet up in the future, is going to be Liberty Ilo, and they're going to be taking on the Center Rough Riders. So here we go with the national anthem. Game time temperature should be just about 64 degrees, and looks like no chance of rain tonight. Do expect a gentle breeze. It's going to be coming out of the east, with the temperature possibly dropping into the high 50s by the end of the game. So we do have a great night of football. Do have the captains heading to the center of the field for the coin toss.
And give you the captains for the Van Vandals. Number 5, Reed Parrish. Number 14, Bo Barton. Number 26, Garrett Flore. And back to number 12, Braden Bradshaw.
Looks like for Pleasant Grove, Matthew Thomas, Jalen Bordley, Akari Johnson, and Corbin Franklin are going to be the captains for the Hawks. Looks like Van did win the toss, and they are electing to receive the opening kickoff. So we will see the Van Vandals offense first tonight.
I would think for Pleasant Grove, they kind of like that, putting their defense is the really strong part of the team right now. Offense as well, but defense is really what they base their season on. So getting their defense on the field first is probably the strategy they'd like to have anyway.
Well, Jackson Moffitt is the sophomore quarterback for the Van Vandals, and his dad is the coach and athletic director. And I can assure you, based on the film that I saw, he's not just playing because he's the coach's son. He is a very, very good quarterback. You're not going to see him run a lot tonight. He runs anywhere from 4 to 5 times a night, but he definitely can hurt you with his arm.
Well, earlier you asked me what I thought about Vandal, and I said they were very consistent, and that's what I thought when I saw Moffitt. Not flashy, but just consistent. Knew his role, knew where to go with the ball, didn't panic when he was under pressure, and didn't make bad decisions. So football is underway. There's the opening kickoff taken down inside the 5-yard line where a fair catch is called for and made. So the ball will come back out, and the Vandals will begin this possession.
Well, Pleasant Grove defense is led by Vic Shaw, who has had a very, very good season so far. Blackout defense definitely going to be the better side of the ball, in my opinion, and has been a lot more consistent than our offense.
Well, Moffitt brings his team to the line of scrimmage. They've got trips on the bottom of the formation, but he gives it away. Now, let me correct that. He kept it. So the quarterback run up to about the 26-yard line, 27-yard lines where they're officially marking it for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler was in there pretty quick, along with Caleb Hackelman there to make that stop.
Moffitt's in shotgun again, looking to the sideline. This time he gives it away, gives it to Flore.
Yeah, really not much there. Just had a wall of Hawks stepping in there. I believe Lance Jackson was one of the ones on the play there.
Flore got about another 3, so that's going to make it 3rd down and 5 for the Vandals.
Yeah, one of the things that I think is going to be key to Van tonight is they must win the time of possession game tonight.
Yeah, I don't expect to see them taking a lot of shots downfield. As I say that, they know they've got a free ball right here, so he's throwing it up in the air. There was a flag on the play. Looks like the Hawks jumped, but let's see if there was any motion that drew that.
Yeah, Torian must have heard a whistle because he definitely was letting the receiver go by him, and that was Easton Hinch.
Offsides is the call against Pleasant Grove, so the ball advances 5 yards up to the 35-yard line. And that'll move the chains for a 1st down.
So an early flag on the Hawks giving Van a 1st down at the 35-yard line.
Vandals' huddle is interesting to me. The receivers, no matter what their formation, receivers are in place, and the rest of the team is in the huddle as they get to play. Trips on the bottom of the formation. Moffitt hands it off again, but there's nowhere to go this time.
Yeah, Lance Jackson and Caleb Hackelman there for the stop. Short gain, maybe a yard.
Josh Christian on the carry.
I agree with you, Jay. That's what the Vandals want to do, though. They're going to want to get bite-sized pieces of yards, try to draw the Hawks up into the box, and then probably try to take a shot eventually. But time of possession is going to be a big deal for them.
Vic Shaw giving marching orders to his team.
Moffitt looking to throw, nowhere to go, and he is eaten up in the backfield. Lance Jackson leading the way along with a couple of other Hawks.
Yeah, I believe Victor Shaw was hollering to Corbin Franklin to bring some pressure in from the outside, and it was enough for Lance Jackson to get a grip on the quarterback for a sack.
That's a loss of about 6 yards to make it 3rd down and 16, looks like. Vandals are coming out with 2 wides top, 2 wides bottom. Moffitt's looking to the sideline for a play. Takes a snap, looking downfield. He's got a man open on the right flat. Catch is made. Taken down near the 41-yard line. Good gain for the Vandals.
Yeah, Horton in on the catch there, and Corbin Franklin there on the coverage. Going to bring up a 4th down. Does look like the punt team is out on the field for the Vandals.
can't make out that punter's number. Let's call his name. Can you see his number?
I think it's 26. I think it's the running back.
That's the running back, Garrett Flore.
And Akari Johnson is back to receive this punt.
Akari Johnson back to receive the punt.
It's the turf at the 20. He's going to take a good Vandal roll down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, nothing like a 93-yard drive to start off with if offensive efficiency is going to be maintained tonight for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
So I'm interested to see what the Hawks do here. We've seen them throw the ball more the last couple of games, and they've admitted in some interviews they're working on that part of the game and looking to do some different things. But how will we start right here?
Well, I mentioned a little bit during pregame, Bo Barton, number 14 on Vandals, is definitely going to be someone to watch out for on the defensive side.
Akari Johnson's in the shotgun, takes the first snap. He's looking to run, got some room on the right-hand side. He's out to the 15-yard line. Runs out of bounds about the 17. That's going to be a Pleasant Grove first down.
Yeah, Hullum, a senior, number 21 for Van. Braden Hullum was there to press them out of bounds, but not until he did get a first down.
You know, a play like that really doesn't look like Akari did a lot, but he actually did. There's a lot of patience and looking for a lane to get in, and then explosion to go find the run and find the good gain. Johnson handed it off. I believe that was Boardley.
That was Jalen Boardley, and for a shoestring, he would have definitely broken that for a few more yards, but 4 yards on that play there. And I believe that was Braden Hullum there on the stop again, number 21.
So it's second down for Pleasant Grove. We have 8:15 and the clock is running in the first quarter.
R.J. Collins coming in for Boardley.
Little toss to the left, little shake and bake. Jaden Stewart is taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, Braden Hullum once again in on the play.
Toss is made to Jaden Stewart.
And Christian Campuziano.
Play made by
Good for you saying that.
Well, it was an attempt. Actually, I think his mom's texting me now that that was incorrect, so I will get that correct for the next play.
So it's third down and about 9, almost a full 10. Akari Johnson rolling right, looking to throw. He's got Vic Shaw. Vic Shaw's rumbling down past midfield, 35-30, and he's taken down inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Cannon Rainey was there to save a touchdown pass or a reception for Victor Shaw there.
You know, Hawk fans have been waiting all year and finally got to see the last couple of games, some of the passing game break out, and it's good to see it this early in this game, knowing it's something we plan to stay with.
Well, and the Hawks are definitely using that tight end role to be able to get some passing yardages out there. I think Lance Jackson is actually leading the team with over 250 yards.
That's correct.
Receiving yards.
Johnson keeps it on the direct snap. It was a design play for him to have it. He's down to 10-5, inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him down about the 1.
Akari Johnson.
Again, just big explosion out of Akari. One step, and he just takes off.
Yeah, one Vandal fell while he was trying to make a play, and that sent Akari to releasing out to the outside, and Cannon Rainey was there to make another stop out of bounds.
They actually have spotted the ball down at the 3-yard line. He must have stepped out of bounds a little sooner than going down. So first and goal for Pleasant Grove.
Well, McFadden has been used quite a lot.
Speaking of, McFadden gets the ball, trying to rumble up the middle. There's a red wall there to meet him, though, so no gain on the play.
Yeah, once Pleasant Grove's gotten into these short yardage positions, McFadden has definitely done well.
We haven't seen any of the Danner plays with anybody else running them just yet, so this would be a good time to see one of those.
On the carry. Stop short.
2nd and goal for Pleasant Grove. Might have lost a half a yard or even a yard. Johnson rolling left, looking to throw, decides to keep it. He's going to take it in for the Pleasant Grove score. It's a 4-yard scoring run for Akari Johnson.
Yeah, Van did a great job. All receivers recovered, but a couple of the defensive backs for Vandals had their back to Akari, and he was definitely able to recognize that and tucks it in for a TD for himself.
He did a good job of disguising what he was doing as he took the snap. He did kind of the reverse roll, looked right and spun all the way to the left. So Caleb Jones' point after is good, and we have 6:19 left in the ball game.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Well, you did not miss very much. Mr. Baca forced another fair catch, so Van is going to take the ball on the 25-yard line for the second series of theirs tonight.
Moffitt handed it off. Didn't make that number. Let me get a number for you.
Corbin Franklin was on the stop, but I did not catch who was running the ball for them.
I think it was 14, who was Bo Barton. On our roster, he's a linebacker, but obviously he's in the backfield here. Moffitt again in the shotgun. I believe that's Barton still to his left. Hard count. 2 receivers on the bottom, 1 on the top. Barton switches sides. He's over on the right side now. Moffitt trying to run, but he is met as soon as he gets the ball. Dropped for about a yard loss.
Yeah, Lance Jackson there, part of that stop. Definitely looked good. Lance Jackson getting up there that quick. And then polished off by Logan Holt for a loss there. Yeah, Victor Shaw doing a lot of recognition and letting his teammates know what he is seeing.
Twins top, Twins bottom. Barton in the backfield with the quarterback. Moffitt looking to throw. He's able to get away. Back to the original line of scrimmage and brought down for maybe a gain of a yard from the previous play.
Yeah, Jalen Borley stayed at home, and once he saw him cross the line of scrimmage, went and made the play to force a 4th and 10 Van Vandals.
That'll bring Garrett Flore back on to punt. Last time he punted, it wasn't a real high punt, wasn't a real long punt, but he got a great roll out of it, and he's looking to do the same thing this time.
Yeah, the only common opponent that these teams had this year was Paris.
Punt takes a big hop. Akari Johnson's got it. He's got a little room. Hawks was going to get flagged for a block in the back right there that probably wasn't even necessary.
Yeah, Jalen just had a little bit too much adrenaline pumping him in there on that play, and Hawks are going to back this up some.
That old saying, if you can read the numbers on the back of his jersey, leave him alone.
But no, going back to the only common opponent that they had this year, Van actually was defeated 45-13 by Paris, where Pleasant Grove won 30-14. And one stat that did sort of concern me whenever I was looking this up today, Van has not lost a bi-district playoff game before.
Wow.
Last year they beat Sunnyvale, and then the year before that they defeated Liberty Ilo.
Because of that block in the back, the ball is being taken back now. It is spotted down to 42-yard line for this possession for the Hawks with 4:08 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got Logan Holt in the backfield.
Johnson on the direct snap, takes it right up the middle and gains about 3 yards before he's brought down.
Johnson on the keeper. Tackle made by Braden Cole.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just now paying attention, but I think that was the first time I've seen Logan Holt in the backfield this season. Played a little up back behind the guard in front of Akari as a blocker.
R.J. Collins ran in the play for Pleasant Grove, then went to the top of the formation. Johnson's looking his direction, throws the out to him. R.J. made the catch down to the 40-yard line, 35, inside the 35 before he's brought down for a Pleasant Grove first down.
Yeah, nice little move there, knowing exactly where the defender was. He was able to make that cut and get about another probably 10 yards.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Akari. A lot of what we've seen him throw this season has just been kind of dumps over the middle or going deep, or maybe things over in the flat. But that was a good little deeper out. Really good job there.
Yeah, Reed Parrish was there to stop him, but just picked the wrong way. That Collins took the spin.
Johnson gives it to Bordley. Bordley's got a little room. He's going to make it past the 30-yard line, past the 20. I'm sorry, past the 25.
Yeah, one of the things I love about Bordley is just the number of yards that he gets after that first contact, and he definitely earned all the yardage on that play.
Finally brought down by Reed Parrish.
Jay, you mentioned the playoff record for Van. So our good friend and former PG band director, Ed Grissom, says 30 years ago, Van defeated Hooks in the first round. So it's been a long streak.
Speaking of streaks, Mr. Grissom needs to come back next year.
That's the truth. Akari Johnson just running all over the place. Just go down, young man. Stay healthy.
Yeah, he ran about 12 yards on that play for a 2-yard loss.
Honestly, for a second there, I thought Bordley still had it, and it was looking like a halfback pass to me a little bit.
And they may be setting that up for a little bit later in the playoff run, should that present itself.
So the Hawks are behind the chains right now, about 2 yards. It's second down, minute 40, and the clock is running in the first quarter.
R.J. Collins brings the play in and goes to the top of the screen.
Johnson gave it to Bordley, working up the middle of the field. They found something in the middle of that line that they like.
Jalen Bordley on the.
Yeah, Cannon Rainey there for the stop, bringing up that 3rd and 5 for Pleasant Grove.
It's good to see Bordley getting more carries and running the ball a little harder. He hasn't carried quite as many times this season as he has in the past. Looking really good right now, though. Johnson rolling left, nowhere to go. Just kind of threw the ball up in the air. The Van coaches are asking for a flag for intentional grounding, but I don't see one anywhere.
Yeah, Van gave Akari a lot of pressure there. Just going to bring up a 4th down Looks like Coach Gibson has faith in his offense and keeping them on the field.
Fourth and about 5.
I'm liking the give to Boardley. Or not.
Throwing the out route to R.J. Collins. R.J.'s going to get in the end zone for a Pleasant Grove score.
Yeah, that is the second time that R.J. has known exactly which hip that defensive back has been on, and he has been able to cut it up the field. Easton Hinch there to attempt to stop Collins, but no go, and he is on the board for 6 more points for Pleasant Grove.
So if we're accounting for Akari Johnson this evening, he's got a rushing touchdown, and he has got now a passing touchdown. Caleb Jones, point after, is good.
Switch the upright.
We'll take a commercial break.
Pleasant Grove.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, original Overhead Door.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
We believe that our referee crew is from the Arkansas side and is wanting to get to deer camp as quick as they can because the time between touchdowns and kickoffs is pretty quick. And once again, we were close to not being able to get another kickoff on there. But once again, we have a 25-yard start for Van as they do call for a fair catch once again.
Well, that kicker we're talking about, Halston Baca, I mean, he's a really good weapon for the Hawks to take away the opportunity for kickoff returns.
Score of interest, Carthage Bulldogs are leading the Pittsburgh Pirates 14-0, and possible third-round matchup with Aubrey. They are leading 21-0 over Dallas Lincoln.
Moffitt handed off at that time on the first play from scrimmage, and it got good yards for the Vandals, picked up about 5. Well, correction, they're going to call it 7, so it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Van.
Yeah, Victor Shaw there, one of the Hawks making that stop.
Brings up 2nd down, 4 yards to go.
Vandals keep changing, making a lot of changes in their backfield to keep the quarterback, but changing a running back, so trying to see who that is. That's number 12, Braden Bradshaw, on the carry that time.
Yeah, Lance Jackson sniffs that out pretty quick to keep it a short gain.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout. No, the end of the quarter. That's the end of the first quarter with the score being Pleasant Grove 14 and Van Vandals 0.
And we will take a commercial break. See you at the start of the second quarter.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
We are back as Van gets to the line of scrimmage. Get this third down play started for the second quarter.
Moffitt in shotgun, twin receivers, but he gave it off in the middle, and there was nowhere to go. The running back is driven backwards 5 yards from where he originally got.
Yeah, just a wall of Pleasant Grove Hawk defenders there. Take that for a loss, forcing another punt opportunity for Van.
With help from Caden McFadden.
Garrett Flores in to punt again for the Vandals.
Looks like Pleasant Grove has got 2 back to return this now.
Punt takes a good Vandal roll to go down about the 21-yard line where it is downed, and Pleasant Grove will begin this drive.
Punt rolls to the 21-yard line.
So if you're a Hawk fan, you've got to like what you've seen so far. The defense has been really strong, very consistent in what they've done. Good pressure. Offense has moved the ball well, both on the ground and in the air. Really nothing to complain about right now.
Yeah, the Vandals are definitely going to have to step up defense just a little bit and possibly force some turnovers. Right now they're averaging 1 a game, and we'll definitely need to be above that average to be able to get those 14 points back.
So no changes for the Hawks at this point. Akari Johnson coming out at quarterback. The Hawks have 3 receivers, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Different formation than we typically see out of them. Johnson takes the snap and goes right up the middle of the line. Again, saying they found something there that they like, and he brings it down about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you've got two tacklers there for Van. You've got Logan Fatigue jumping quickly onto the back of Akari Johnson for that tackle.
They actually spotted the ball at the 28, so it is 2nd down and 3 for Pleasant Grove.
I believe that was Colton Miller, the second Vandal on that stop.
2 receivers for the Hawks this time. A give to Jaden Stewart up the left side. He's found the little hole. He slipped through it. He chose to go back towards the middle of the field. If he had stayed outside, I think he would have got 15 or 20 more.
Yeah, I believe Garrett Flory was there to upend him, and still after a 10-yard gain, so Pleasant Grove does have a first down at the 40-yard line.
Jaden Stewart, the ball carrier.
Stewart comes into this game with about 390 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns on the season so far. He's been a big part of the Hawks offense. Johnson looking to throw, pump faked, throws a deep ball. Was looking for Jackson Gibson. They got hung up on the sideline a little bit, little incidental contact, and the ball is incomplete.
Yeah, I do like the little pump fake there. I think that's what caused them to get a little crossed at the legs.
It's going to make it 2nd and 10. 9:53 left in the first half.
Pressure was being applied by
Johnson gave it to Stewart. He had the same seam from the last play. Stewart works through it. He's down to 30. 25-20. He's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line. Big gain for the Hawks.
Jaden Stewart.
Yeah, Jaden Stewart made a great stride to get away from the first defensive back there, but was finally caught from behind by Logan Fatigue again.
Yeah, that's about a 45-yard run, if my math is correct, for Jaden. Three.
Tackle on that play was made by Reed Parrish.
During the play, personal foul, block on the way, defense, taps into the goal.
That's an interesting flag. During the play, block below the waist called against the defense.
Yeah, you don't see that called very often.
So that moves the ball inside the 10 down to the 8 to make it 1st and goal.
Ball's on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal.
Hawks have 2 wides at the top of the formation. They give it to Borley, and Borley's inside the 5 and inside the end zone for Pleasant Grove. Made that look pretty easy.
Yeah, he didn't get any yards after contact there because he didn't get touched. But what a great run and great hole that offensive line created for him to be able to scamper into the end zone for the 3rd score for Pleasant Grove tonight.
Caleb Jones on to kick the extra point off the hold from Jackson Gibson. And Jones' point after is good, so the Hawks take the 21-0 lead.
And we're going to quickly go to a commercial break.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For schedule information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
We could not do this without the many sponsors that we do have, and definitely want to give a shout out to the commercials that you've already seen as far as Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, my employer, State Bank of DeKalb, and then Texas A&M Texarkana, who their basketball season has recently started, and they're already seeing some success.
Well, since we're back from commercial this time, people can see it. Y'all watch Halston Baca this time. Watch him kick off. You didn't get to see it the last few times. Kicked it down to the 5. It was no fair catch. They're going to bring it out this time, out to about the 20. They're going to mark him out to 25-yard line. So not a lot of difference in that. Maybe just a different opportunity.
And that could be why we do see them go ahead and take the fair catch at times.
For the Hawk defense, we got Buck Anderson coming into play. Buck's a freshman this year that has really done a good job. He just stepped in and filled a role, and he's going to be a great asset to the Hawk athletic teams, not just football, but baseball as well in the days ahead.
Well, another freshman that is making a roster start right now is Jalen Foster.
Moffitt looks to throw, kind of short-armed it a little bit, so the pass fell incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I was looking over the roster for Pleasant Grove, and it's always exciting this time of year to see the freshmen and sophomores that are brought up from the JV and freshman teams. Then you start seeing them sprinkled in and having some early success.
Yeah, what I like to see is when they start bringing up the younger O-linemen, trying to really get them some reps, and you've got some in there, not in the game, but that have been brought up for this playoff run. Moffitt dropping the pass. Little tunnel screen is complete. Slips past Victor Shaw. He's down just a little past the 35-yard line.
Yeah, if we do have a replay of that, it looks like Logan Holt thought that he was going to have a pick six, and Van Vandal ran right in front of him and caught that ball.
That was a good play call by the Vandals. Hawks have been bringing a little pressure, and they let them come that time. And even in college this year, you're seeing that tunnel screen run a lot. Last couple of plays, Moffitt's kind of had a little different aggression, it looks like, in his posture and his stance and what he's doing. I think he's trying to get his team motivated. Looking to throw, nothing there, so he tries to run, and that didn't work out well for him. Lance Jackson with the sack.
Yeah, Lance had a free arm, and when he cocked it back to throw it, had the arm thrown up, and he decided to run it himself, and Lance just came off his blocker and basically tackled him at the line. So to bring up 2nd and 10.
Just under 8 minutes left in the first half. Clock is running. Moffitt again in the shotgun. 4 wide outs, 2 high, 2 low. Looked like there was movement, but I didn't see a flag. Threw a deep ball. It was thrown out of bounds, so incomplete.
Yeah, R.J. Collins was there on the coverage and was very, very tight, but the ball was not catchable with it being thrown out of bounds. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for Van.
Vandals again, 4 wide outs, 2 high, 2 low. Moffitt looking to throw. Throwing the out route near the 50-yard line. It is caught, and that's a Vandal first down.
Yeah, Corbin Franklin just couldn't get over there in time to make that stop. Brings up a first down for Van.
That was Braden Bradshaw that made the catch.
Yeah, Bradshaw's their second leading rusher, and we have not seen their leading pass catcher, Rowe, make a catch tonight. He's a sophomore, number 8.
Little flea flicker that did not work well. Corbin Franklin in the backfield to break up that play.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler came off of his block and tackle for loss.
Yeah, they had a man in motion coming underneath the center. A little shovel pass to him. Don't know if he was going to end up trying to run it or throw it, but didn't get either opportunity. Second down.
Pressure from the bottom.
Yeah, Franklin's coming hard. Sent through the same out route again. And it was complete for a Vandal first down. See if we can get a number on that receiver for you.
It's another Vandals. First down.
So number 3, Easton Hinch. I couldn't make out if it was a 3 or a 2.
Yeah, one of the linemen was able to come off his assignment and catch Corbin before he was able to pressure the quarterback there.
Moffitt throwing the out once again. Not quite as deep this time, so his receiver's pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. It's going to be second down for Van.
Yeah, Caden McFadden there on the coverage. Just not much you could do with that quick pass.
Gordon makes him out of down.
Hawks are trying to find an answer right now, but you got to give credit to the Vandals for not giving up. I mean, they're putting together a good drive, and they certainly want to finish. Moffitt handed it off that time after several passes in a row. Van's able to get another first down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Jalen Borley there with the tackle, but not before they were able to move the chains.
We're at 6:20 in the first half. Clock still rolling. Four wide outs, 3 on the bottom, 1 high by himself. Look like he's manned up in single coverage. Moffitt fakes left, nowhere to go, but he's got a lot of grass on the right side. Throwing it to the back of the end zone, and it falls incomplete. He had a lot of room to run on that right side and just decided to get rid of it anyway.
He did, and it had to have been his arm that stayed behind the line of scrimmage because the body was definitely past the 24-yard line.
So that stops our clock at 5:46. It is second down.
Yeah, I do think that it is important that Van does get on the board here pretty quick to keep this a ball game.
Timeout, Van.
We're going to take a Texas A&M Texarkana timeout.
Texas A&M University Texarkana has brought the excitement of college athletics to your hometown. Our student athletes come from right down the street, across the country, and around the world to compete in tennis, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, cross country, and volleyball. Come cheer on the Eagles and experience the action-packed thrill of TAMUT Athletics. For schedule information, visit TAMUT Athletics on Facebook or visit www.tamuteagles.com.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Well, Van's still getting instructions from the coaches on the sideline. They're breaking their sideline huddle now. Put this ball back in play.
So they're in the same formation as before the timeout. 3 wide outs at the top, 2 at the bottom. Actually in the slot, I guess you would say. The white hat official is having a conversation with Coach Gibson, so he's playing catch up a little bit. I think they may be talking about the play clocks.
Yeah, Bo Barton down here at the bottom of the screen.
Moffitt looking to throw, but Vic Shaw's all over him. A lot of frustration being shown by the quarterback right now, and understandably so.
Yeah, both big guys giving pressure there. Vic Shaw coming up with the sack.
That takes the ball all the way back to the 40-yard line. That's a huge loss. 3rd down for the Vandals.
Yeah, this would be a good time to dial up sophomore Caden Rowe. I believe he's averaging about 27 yards a reception.
And a 5-receiver set again. 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top. Moffitt in the backfield by himself. Looking to throw, nothing there, so he takes off running straight up the middle of the field, but he runs into a wall.
Yeah, Jalen Bordley there staying at home, watching the quarterback, and once he released, he is an open man for any type of tackle, and Bordley stopped him.
And that was a great,
no additional yard.
Great open field tackle. I mean, if Bordley doesn't make that play, there's probably 10, 12 more yards to be gained.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how many other Hawks knew that the quarterback was running it at that time.
So it brings up 4th down, but it's 4th down and pretty long. 4 wide outs this time. Moffitt has a man in the backfield with him. There's Bo Barton in the backfield. Moffitt's throwing basically a jump ball into double coverage, and it falls incomplete, so the Hawks will take over on downs.
Yeah, he was looking at Caden Rowe, but just was not able to get the ball where he could high point it and threw it into actual double coverage there.
Well, if you're a Van fan, that's a little bit frustrating because you were moving the ball really well, driving it downfield, and then kind of shifted gears in the play calling and what was going on and stopped moving the ball.
Well, that brings up another offensive opportunity for the Hawks where they have 100% efficiency on scoring tonight. So every time they've touched the ball, they have put it into the end zone. See if they can do it for a 4th time with 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
Johnson hands it to Stewart again. That's about the 3rd or 4th time he's run that same play. Not quite the same results this time, but it does get positive yards to make it 2nd down and about probably 8.
Yeah, Colton Miller there on the stop for Van, along with Cannon Rainey providing some support there.
James Stewart, the ball carrier. Not made by Colton.
3:27 left in the first half. Clock is running. Johnson takes the snap. It's a planned run. He's got plenty of room. He's got the first down. He's down to 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He is leaving him in the dust and scores for the Grove.
You know, it's tough to call a...
There is a flag back just about the 36-yard line.
I was going to say Akari's just having a great night so far in all facets of the game.
Oh, the flag is being picked up and waved off, so that's a Pleasant Grove score.
Yeah, Akari, once he hit about the 40-yard line of the Vans, you saw both defensive guys that were trailing just sort of back it off a little bit, knowing that they were not going to catch him. I think outside of Corbin Franklin, I'm not sure who else on the PG team could stay with Akari, and apparently those two could not.
Yeah, he definitely began to pull away a little bit. So the Hawks have a little problem on the point after right now, and there's actually not a kick attempt, and so there's no extra point. 3:04 left in the first half, and the Hawks have a 27-0 lead.
We'll take a quick commercial break.
Here at Texarkana College, it is our mission to advance.
All right, let's get real. We do things differently at Texarkana College. We understand the real world, and we know how to prepare our students. Whether you're starting right out of high school or starting over, there is something for everyone at Texarkana College. Learn more at texarkanacollege.edu.
Well, Coach Gibson always talks about having dudes on his team, and
I think he's got some.
I just got a text from my favorite brother who said, that dude is fast. So, since he's my only brother, I love you, Brad.
If you're a Hawk fan, the last guy we saw that was a lot like that was Jordan Whittington with Cuero. It's kind of good to have that guy on your side now. Kickoff's taken inside the 5. Will be returned out to the 15, out to the 20. Maybe at about the 23 or 24-yard line. The Vandals will begin this possession with 2:55 left in the first half.
Yeah, Corbin Franklin made that tackle, actually stayed in his lane. The runner passed him. He had to turn around to catch him from behind. Keep that kickoff return from being any longer. And one more reason why they may want to start fair catching them. Ball's on the 24.
The Vandals have had the most success in throwing those out routes. So let's see if they go back to that some more. So handoff inside, really nowhere to go. Back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to make a second down.
Yeah, Victor Shaw there with the tackle.
I think that was Bradshaw on the carry.
And Jalen Foster actually hit the runner low. So both he and Vic in on that tackle. Yeah, the defensive front for Pleasant Grove just seems to be getting better and better each and every game.
Moffitt looking to throw. There's the out route, and that's Bradshaw once again makes the catch. It's pushed out of bounds just past the 30-yard line, about the 33.
Yeah, it looked like Pleasant Grove had that side on a little zone, and the ball was thrown just over Logan Holt's head for a completion there.
Brings it up to the 32-yard line. Third down and 2 for the Vandals.
Yeah, the one receiver that I do not think has been tested tonight is Torian Phillips down here at the bottom.
Moffitt handed it off. And it looks like he does have the Vandal first down.
Yeah, Lance Jackson in on that tackle. And once again, Jalen Foster, part of that.
He picks up a Vandals. First down.
Moffitt wants to throw. Wheeler's all over him. So Jalen Wheeler along with Victor Shaw in to make the play.
Yeah, good play by Jamin there to make that tackle for a sack, bringing up a long second down in about 16. Looks like we do have a timeout on the field. And I think we're going to go ahead and just keep it with us. We've got 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining in this first half, and this is what I thought we would see out of the Pleasant Grove offense. And the defense has definitely stepped up their game, keeping Vandals off the board to this point.
I would assume we get in the second half, we will see some of the freshmen and sophomores that have been pulled up. We'll see them get an opportunity to play. I'm looking forward to that. For some, it'll be their first time to step on the varsity field. Moffitt again has 5 wideouts. Sends one in motion, fakes the toss, trying to throw a screen. The ball hit the lineman in the back of the leg. And so it's called an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove with the pressure, causing the quarterback not to be able to place the ball where he wanted it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Van.
Seeing Akari Johnson over on the top of the formation for the defense playing corner. I'm a little surprised that he's in on defense.
Well, that particular position has been doing well tonight.
A little inside handoff that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, Lance Jackson there immediately for the stop, bringing up a 4th down and assumed punting.
4th down.
For the Vandals.
Assuming we have a timeout again, the clock is stopped. We've got coaches all on the field. And
the clock is stopped at 1 minute and 21 seconds. Looks like Akari Johnson is going to be the deep man for Pleasant Grove. Looks like in the last couple of times they've brought back Caden McFadden as well. See what Pleasant Grove chooses to do here. Looks like they're just going to have a single back with Akari back there.
Flore is back to punt for the Vandals. He's done a 1-step kick every time. So it's going to be down to the 42-yard line. The Hawks will have the ball with 1 minute and 12 left in the first half.
Well, if Van is going to not go above their average points per game the defense has been giving up, they're going to have to stop Pleasant Grove the rest of the game, because the next score will take them well above the 27.8 points per game that Van has been giving up this season.
Johnson's under center this time. Rolling left, looking downfield. Got Torian Phillips, makes the catch, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, great catch by Torian there to be able to bring that ball down. Had a little pressure from Van on that, but still made the play. Luke Horton was in.
Hawks went fast, no huddle. It was an inside handoff to Caden McFadden. Looked like a little trap play there.
To the 26-yard line.
Hawks are going hurry up, low tempo. Johnson rolling left, looking downfield. He's got RJ if he can get him there, but decides to run it on his own. He's going to go out of bounds inside the 15. I think maybe he couldn't square up his shoulders, but he had RJ wide open.
Takes it up to about the 14-yard line for another Hawks.
Yeah, the athletic ability to be able to roll out like that and still make those throws.
38 seconds left in the first half. Hawks have the ball at the 13-yard line. First down. There is room to get another first down. Brett Spivey come out to wideout position for the Hawks. Johnson's looking to throw. He's looking for Spivey. He wasn't there. Really wanted Victor Shaw, and Victor got a little bit hung up in traffic trying to come across the middle of the field.
Yeah, Van had Brett Spivey covered very well at the beginning of the play, and that's who it looked like Akari was originally going to go to. So that second read, Victor sort of got caught up. Unfortunately, the ball was incomplete.
So second down for Pleasant Grove.
We've got right at 33 seconds remaining in this first half.
Johnson's under center. Sends Torian in motion. Throwing over the field. That was intended for Spivey. Ball was there. It would have been a really good catch to make that play.
And there was some traffic there, but I do think that did hit him in the hand, so he's definitely going to want to have that one back should that be able to happen.
27 seconds remaining in the first half. Third down. Still from the 13-yard line.
I'm calling a play for K-Mac here.
Good defensive play there. Torian was open for just a minute. Ball was placed pretty well. Defender got in there and broke it up. Really good job. Fourth down.
Yeah, good job by the Vandals. Looks like we may have a field goal coming up here soon.
21 seconds left in the first half. It is fourth down. Guessing we have a timeout.
Yeah, I believe Pleasant Grove has elected to take a timeout, and should we see Caleb Jones come attempt field goal, he has not tried too many of those this year.
This would only be his second one. He is 1 for 1, I believe. Is that correct?
I'm going to check that real quick. You do a phenomenal job keeping the stats up for Pleasant Grove online at pghawks.com if you care to go and take a look. But, yes, Caleb Jones is 1 for 1.
And about coming into this game, about 52 or 55 or so on point after attempts coming into this game.
Correct, yes. He is 95% on extra points. Looks like Pleasant Grove is elected to go for a first down, if not a touchdown here.
So Grove has two wideouts, top of the formation. Johnson looking to throw. He's rolling right. He found Victor Shaw. Can Vic get in? Of course he can. Oh, he let the ball go. But the Hawks still were able to get on it. Van players are saying it went out of bounds.
Victor Shaw falls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Everybody's looking for somebody to make a signal, and I think there's just not going to be one.
I'm going to say Victor Shaw broke the plane.
Now they're saying touchdown. White hat signal touchdown.
So Caleb Jones does come onto the field. It's just for an extra point and not a field goal.
I thought we don't have a great angle, but I thought Vic broke the plane before the ball came out. Point after is good by Caleb Jones. So we're 12 seconds from going to halftime, and the Hawks take a 34-0 lead.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. Be back for these last few seconds of the first half.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door.
All right, we're back for these last few seconds of this first half where Pleasant Grove has a commanding lead over the Vandals 34-0. Halston Baca about to put the ball. Actually, Caleb Jones is out to take these kicks for Pleasant Grove.
Jones kicks it really high. There's a fair catch called for at the 33-yard line. Yeah, I'm assuming it was made. It wasn't necessarily pretty, but Van has the ball.
Yeah, scores of interest out there. Carthage Bulldogs continue to lead. Actually, it just got through being updated. I don't know if someone's playing a joke, so I will not put that score yet. But the Aubrey Chaparrals are leading Dallas Lincoln Tigers 28-0, and I believe the score was corrected on the Carthage game. They are leading 21-0 over Pittsburgh. So that looks like they have that game in hand.
Moffitt takes his snap, faked a throw, and gave it off like a little draw play. The Van running back takes it down for a first down.
And not that I want to see this a lot, but Dakari Johnson was there on that stop.
So the clock runs out. That takes us to halftime with Pleasant Grove having a 34-0 lead over the Vandals.
Well, we will be back for the second half once halftime's over.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Our 2022 Showstopper officers are Junior Lieutenant Chase Ramos, Junior Lieutenant Nora Jordan, Senior Lieutenant Troy Rojas, Senior Lieutenant Skylar Kim. Showstopper captain is Senior Edie Neal. The Showstoppers, under the direction of Miss Christy Robinson, and will perform a field jazz routine to Simply Irresistible.
The Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for the first half of your halftime entertainment, the award-winning Pleasant Grove Pride in Motion Band. The Pride in Motion Band is led on the field by senior drum majors Maggie Parker and Miguel Rodriguez. Color guard captains are senior Hannah Prine and junior Lissy Pitch. Tonight, the band will begin their performance featuring their award-winning color guard with Land of a Thousand Dances. Up next, the band will be performing the opener from their 2022 competition show, Lost. And now, Hawk fans, get on your feet for the Pleasant Grove High School Fight Song. The Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pride in Motion Band is under the direction of Jay Sutton, assisted by Jody Digby, Anna Sutton, and Kevin Sutton. We would like to thank the Pleasant Grove Band Booster Club, our administration, and our incredible school board for the continued support of our program. Thanks to our Pride in Motion Band Bronze corporate sponsors, Auto Tech, We Counter Fire Extinguisher, Bubba Green Towing, Carmody Oral Facial and Implant Center, Dr. Dent, Pleasant Grove Pharmacy, Red River Liquor Service, Foreign Family Barbecue, Sam's Club, Wrights Auto Body and Glass, Janie Atkinson, TDS, Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, Das Ace Hardware, or Hyundai of Texarkana, Red River Beef Company, Just Groovin' 24, Pace & Sons Incorporated, and or Honda of Texarkana. Silver sponsors are Discount, Wheel and Tire, Hawkins, Tree and Landscape, On the Border Mexican Grill, Thrive Yoga, Tri-State Industrial Contractors, and Air Now, and the co-sponsors, Dr. Kevin and Laura Forums, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, United Underground, Big Mike's Heating and AC Services, Go Hawks.
Van High School is proud to present the mighty Vandal Marching Band. We will now feature our award-winning majorettes. Junior head majorette Ava Hobson, Senior Kaylee Moore, Junior Olivia York, Sophomore Samantha Gilchrist, Sophomore Lainey Parrish, Freshman Beatrice Baumgardner, Freshman Macy Miller, Freshman Larson Plunk. The majorettes will now perform to Evil Ways. The Mighty Vandal Band will now perform to Chicago World's Fair March and Heroic Fanfare. Drum majors for the band are seniors Megan Dupria and Megan Weeks. Band directors for the Mighty Vandal Band are Mr. Rusty Lay, Mr. Nick Moore, Mrs. Andrea Rockwell, and Ms. Fiva Soleil. Twirler sponsor is Mrs. Paige Redmond. The band would like to thank their parents, family, friends, and community for their continued support of their musical education.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
We are back. Still about 3.5 minutes away from kickoff. Pleasant Grove Hawks have made it back onto the field. Showstoppers are marching to create a line for the players to run through. Vandals in their end zone, getting ready to come onto the field. So Quinn, what have you thought about the first half, and is there anything that has surprised you to this point?
I guess the only surprise would be for Van when they were, I guess, their third possession when they were really driving the ball down. And it felt to me like they changed what they were doing in their play calling. It wasn't so much bad execution. It's like the plays changed. And they had PG on the ropes a little bit for that one. And then when they changed it, it went away. But, again, not surprised. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of PG. I feel like we're really well balanced in offense. We're finishing drives. We're getting the ball to a lot of different folks. We're fairly penalty free. That's a good thing. And the defense is just playing nasty right now.
Well, and I agree with all of that. Really hasn't been much surprise except for, Van just not being able to put some points onto the board. I was definitely a little concerned over, their defense being able to keep Pleasant Grove out of the end zone. And, once again, Pleasant Grove's efficiency has been perfect tonight, and that has been very, very needed. There's been some times where Pleasant Grove's had some drives stall throughout the year, and, it's good to see that 100% execution out there.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of Akari at the quarterback spot. I think he's making fast decisions. He's making good decisions. He's chosen to pull the ball down and run with it, and I think those have been in the right times. He threw a pass away, and that's the maturity to throw the ball away and just be willing to let's play the next play is a big, big deal the deeper you get in the playoffs. Keep having opportunities.
Well, to share some of the other by-district games that are going to possibly be consequential to Pleasant Grove, Aubrey is playing Lincoln tonight, and Aubrey had that game in hand. Tomorrow, Liberty Ilo and Center will play, and tomorrow night, Caddo Mills and Sanger will play, and the winner of tonight's game is going to play the winner of that game, and most likely, if you just played games on paper, Caddo Mills is probably going to be the one that would have the edge on that game. And then at the bottom of the bracket in Region 2, Gilmer's playing Rusk tomorrow. Sunnyvale and Gainesville are playing each other. Carthage and Pittsburgh are playing tonight, and Carthage had that game well in hand. And then Van Alstyne and Quinlan Ford are going to balance out Region 2. So those are the teams that Pleasant Grove will have to get through to keep playing into late mid-December.
We're back to football. We have the second half kickoff received by Jalen Borley. He's tripped up a little bit, but he did find a lane, tripped a second time. Still manages to lunge forward and keep pushing forward, gets out near the 45-yard line where the Hawks will begin this first possession of the second half.
Yeah, Gabriel Backert there for the stop for Van. So Pleasant Grove offense is going to be on the field first in this second half. You know, Van is going to need to make a stand and stop this Pleasant Grove offense to try to change the momentum their way.
Looks like all the Hawks starting O coming out to begin the second half. First handoff is to Caden McFadden. He juggled the ball just a little bit and fortunately had it stay right there in his hand. He's out across midfield to bring up a second down and 4.
Yeah, that was a one-on-one play there. McFadden carrying the ball and Cannon Rainey there for the stop out of his safety position. Anytime a safety is making a tackle on a running play, we'll give that advantage to the offense.
Second and 4 for Pleasant Grove, 2 wide outs. Again, a handoff up the middle, gain of about 3 for Pleasant Grove. Let's see, that was...
Yeah, Caden continues to just run hard up the middle.
On the Vandals defense, 3rd and short.
It may have been mentioned once or twice in the press box during halftime that we expected a lot more running plays this second half, or maybe that was the desire of some folks in the press box.
Speaking of running plays, thinking back through the first half, we didn't really see a lot of the plays that Danner usually runs, did we?
No, out of this shotgun, it's a little bit different.
Johnson dumps it over the left side, trying to get it to Jalen Boardley, and I think Jalen was more so kind of twisted up and trying to receive that ball, but it fell incomplete to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it would have been an easy first down had the ball been thrown a little bit better and Jalen been able to torque his body a little bit more to catch that ball.
So Hawks have a 4th and 2. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Johnson's in the shotgun. Rolling left, and he threw basically the same play and get the same result. Little overthrow to Lance Jackson.
It looks like Akari did land on someone's leg there, so I don't know if he maybe tweaked his ankle there. Hopefully that is all that it is.
Yeah, he was slow to get up. He doesn't look too bad in how he's walking. So Van takes over on downs. They've got the ball at the 48-yard line to have their first possession of the second half. Jackson Moffitt comes out at quarterback once again. He's got 4 wide outs. Vandals threw that same pass in the first half, and Hawks almost got a pick out of it and almost got it right there again. We do have a Hawk down.
Yeah, I think that's RJ.
I'm thinking he might have a cramp. The way those legs have locked up on him. Yeah, he's doing the cramp walk for sure. Hope that's all it is anyway.
Could be the stanky leg.
So second down for the Vandals. They moved from 148 to the other 48. Moffitt hands it off. The ball is taken past the 45-yard line down to about the 43.
Yeah, Victor Shaw was one of the Hawks there along with Jalen Boardley to make that stop as he meandered through the line to get that gain.
That carry was Garrett Flore. Starting about a yard for the Vandals. Inside handoff, he's met at the line, and there's a push of whose line is stronger. I think they're going to give him the first down on progress.
Yeah, for a while there, I thought the Pleasant Grove defensive line was going to be able to hold him just shy. But that was not the case once the offensive line sort of joined in and started pushing that pile.
So change of move for a Vandal first down. So Mama's right outside of our window. We're really excited about that.
As they should be.
Ball at the 42-yard line. Moffitt looking to get a play. 4 wideouts. Was looking to throw that out again and decided to run it, and he only got back to the line of scrimmage before he was brought down.
Yeah, Victor Shaw was one that stayed home, and once he released, Victor Shaw came off his blocker and basically tackled for a short loss there.
Yeah, officially they mark it as a 1-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd and 11.
And Jalen Foster on the stop.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of pass plays for Van work well on the outside, but we really haven't seen a deep ball.
We haven't seen that. We haven't seen any slants. Not expected to see some of that. Moffitt tried to dump it over a couple of defenders and overthrew his own man, so the ball falls incomplete to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove applying a little pressure there to make him get out of the pocket, forcing that throw out of bounds.
Hawks have done a good job on defense all night, bringing pressure, a balance of how they're doing that.
There's been quite a few plays where Victor Shaw has just stayed back and basically dropped back into pass coverage.
3 wideouts on the bottom of the formation and 1 up on the top. Moffitt in shotgun, calls. He's looking hard left, never looks away. His receiver was there, but it fell incomplete.
Yeah, I think Xavier Johnson may have gotten a hand in there right at the end and caused that pass to be broken up.
That was intended for Braden Bradshaw. Bradshaw's a senior wide receiver for the Vandals.
Yeah, I think that would have been enough for the first down had it been caught.
So it's 4th down and 11 now.
Yeah, Bradshaw's their 2nd leading receiver at 372 yards through tonight's game.
There's that out route again. That's the one place they're finding some success, a deep out.
Yeah, there was actually double coverage over there, and Jalen Bordley fell down for part of that bracket coverage and allowed that to be completed.
So the Vandals move the chains down to the 31-yard line, 1st down with 7:14 and a running clock in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, time is definitely not on the Vandals side right now. Pressure from the bottom.
Moffitt throws another out, shorter version this time, but the ball is taken out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
Pass is complete to Braden Bradshaw.
It's going to be 2nd down for Van.
Yeah, Bordley there again on the coverage. Keep it at that short gain.
Bo Barton coming out of the game and Garrett Flore going in, swapping out in the backfield. Kind of a late give to Flore that time. It almost looked like they weren't sure who was going to take the ball, and by the time Flore had it, there was not much room for him to do anything.
Yeah, Logan Holt lost his helmet.
He'll have to come out.
Yeah, his mom posted on social media this past week how he had just gotten a haircut. That may have been why he lost his helmet. Hadn't tightened that chin strap yet.
A lot of pressure on Moffitt, and he is caught by one of the fastest Hawks. That's Corbin Franklin. Multiple flags flying.
Yeah, penalty that we've seen in previous games where the defensive Hawk has tackled somebody and used the face mask of the ball runner.
He was assisted by Lance Jackson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty.
Well, here in the stadium, they called Lance Jackson on that. I'm not sure that was the right person. Was Lance even in on that play?
No, he was on the opposite side.
I saw Corbin get in there really good.
And I'll call it Dale. If Lance Jackson gets Corbin's speed, he will be a 5-star. Pressure coming.
Moffitt throws the little corner ball. Really a jump ball, just trying to get it over his shoulder a little bit, but it fell incomplete to make second down for the Vandals.
Yeah, that ball was a little shorted. If it had been a little bit higher, Vandal player there could have made a play on that ball.
Only other option would be if he was trying to throw a little more of a bullet on the back shoulder.
I think that's number 8, Rowe, that went up for the ball over there.
Moffitt looking left, throwing for the corner. And that is a Vandal touchdown.
Yeah, good pass there. Xavier Johnson there on the defense just was not able to get his hand in there to knock that ball away. So definitely something that the Vandals needed to do is go down for a score.
Kicker Tristan Miller come in and made the extra point for the Vandals. So with 5:48 left in the third quarter, we've got a 40-7 ball game. So we're back from the break. We've got the kickoff after the Van score. A little pooch kick over on the left side of the field, received by the Hawks, and is placed down about the 44-yard line. As we went into that break, I announced a 40-7 score, but the scoreboard had the Van score on the wrong side. It should have been 34-7, so my apologies to the Van fans.
Well, Cade Martin was the Hawk who took that kick, and that's the first time that I've called his name tonight. So we do have some younger Hawks that are playing on that defensive line.
So starting O has come back out for the Hawks as a give to Jaden Stewart. He's run that same play most of the night. If he's touched the ball, it's been that same thing. He's gotten positive yards out of it every time. A gain of about 2 to make it 2nd and 8.
Jake Stewart on the carry. Brandon Smith.
Ball's at the 46-yard line.
And I'm sure there's other fans that have already said this, but I would love for Akari to become a fan.
Just be on the sideline?
Yes.
Yeah, McFadden takes the toss. He should have been stopped in the backfield, and somehow he got loose and still picked up about 3 or 4 yards for the Hawks. Good job of making something out of nothing.
Yeah, Caden had a very good move there right at the line of scrimmage.
And Bo Barton.
He was able to extend it for a few more yards. Braden Hullum, one of the Vandals there on the stop.
It's going to be 3rd and 6.
R.J. Collins brought that play in, so it was definitely a cramp earlier.
Flag on the play, whistles are blowing. Typically, that's a false start. That is the call. So that's going to back the Hawks up. They'll replay 3rd down and longer this time.
There's been times whenever Pleasant Grove would be out of the wing tee that would be called, but I haven't seen that too often with it being called on a play where we're in the shotgun.
Third and about 11. Johnson drops back. He's got all kinds of time. Throwing a deep ball to Torian Phillips. He had it in his hands, and the official says incomplete.
They're giving him the catch.
Giving him the catch. I really thought the official waved his hands like it was incomplete. I guess I missaw it.
Well, what a great catch. Getting that up at the high point.
Yeah,
didn't quite catch that for a replay, but boy, Torian got up there and made a great play.
In the middle of 3 red jerseys, he was the lone white jersey in the midst.
For the Hawks. And that's a Pleasant Grove Hawks 1st down.
So Johnson rolling left. Got a good block out there on the edge. That's a complete pass to Victor Shaw. Fighting for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, Caden Allen, number 59 for Pleasant Grove, actually blocked 2 Vandals for just enough time for Akari to be able to make that accurate throw for the touchdown.
Caleb Jones on to attempt the point after off the hold of Jackson Gibson. And that point after is good. So 3:02 left in the 3rd quarter, and your Hawks take the 41-7 lead, and we'll go to a break right now.
Here at Texarkana College, it is our mission to advance.
All right, let's get real. We do things differently at Texarkana College. We understand the real world, and we know how to prepare our students. Whether you're starting right out of high school or starting over, there is something for everyone at Texarkana College. Learn more at texarkanacollege.edu.
Baca is going to put the boot on the ball, get this ball back into play where we have right at 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Well, Pleasant Grove just scored to take it to 41-7 over the Vandals.
Big kickoff inside the 10. Fair catch is called for this time, so the ball will come back out a little bit more. If you're a Hawk fan, you're going to like this stat. Akari Johnson has 2 running touchdowns, 2 throwing touchdowns. That gives Russell Collins 1 receiving touchdown, Vic Shaw 1 receiving touchdown, and Jalen Bordley 1 rushing touchdown. So it's been a good night of seeing the ball distributed pretty well.
Still seeing familiar numbers on the defense for Pleasant Grove.
Well, handoff from the Vandals working up the middle of the field. Got a little extracurricular activity. Hawk players trying to help one of their buddies get out of that.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler was there in the backfield to spin the runner for Vandals, and then Victor Shaw was able to make that tackle.
Second down for the Vandals. Moffitt throwing that little out in the flat over there again, near the first down. It's going to be about maybe a yard short.
Yeah, Caden McFadden there on the coverage. I think he's got dealing with cramps as well. So 3rd and short opportunity for Van.
Moffitt hands it off. Not a lot there, but it looked like enough that he got the first down. They're marking him past the 35. Moving the chains. First down, Van.
Yeah, Colton Miller was there for the quick run up the middle, allowing Van to get that first down. Jamin Wheeler wrapping him up for that short gain.
First down.
Moffitt looking left. There's a slant I was saying earlier. I think they'd have had some opportunities to do more of that earlier in the game, but that one was complete. Let's see, was that 8 or 6?
I can't tell if that's Luke Horton or Caden Rowe.
Excuse me, that was
Well, the ball comes out to the 44-yard line. Second down for the Vandals.
According to the announcer, that was Luke Horton, number 6. I see it better on the back.
Got flag and whistles on the play. And false start is the call against Van. So back him up a little bit and replay the down.
Yeah, that penalty is going to take it to where we have 1 minute and 1 second remaining in this third quarter. The clock rolling.
Moffitt handed off that time. That gives us to number 14, Bo Barton, and Bo works around the right side to pick up a Vandals first down.
Yeah, Caden McFadden there for the stop, but not until after there was enough yardage for another first down for the Vandals.
And that is the Vandals. First down.
Unless there's some sense of urgency, this may be the last play of this quarter.
Moffitt keeps it this time. Lowered his head. Didn't play that one like a quarterback. He lowered his head and brought the wood and got past midfield.
Yeah, Jalen Foster was on the receiving end of that hit there.
That is the end of the third quarter of this by-district playoff game, with the Pleasant Grove Hawks having a 41-7 lead over the Van Vandals.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
We are back with the fourth quarter with the Vandals having the ball second down at the 49-yard line, throwing a deep ball down the right side. That pass was intended for number 3, Easton Hinch.
Yeah, Torian Phillips there on the defensive play there. He was hoping to get an interception. But the offensive player actually became a defensive player and knocked the ball away. Yeah, I think Moffitt may have thought he had a free play there. Yeah, during the break of that third to fourth quarter time, there were lots of Hawks stretching those legs.
Moffitt looking right, wanting to throw it, couldn't find anybody, just finally threw it away.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler there giving lots of pressure to get that hurry. Brings up fourth down, and looks like the punt team is on the field for Van.
Brings up fourth down for the Vandals.
Flore comes on to punt for the Vandals. Akari Johnson back to receive and let it go on over his head. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the ball will come back out as Hawks begin this drive with 11:38 remaining in the ball game. While we wait on this play to start, I want to give a shout out to a good friend back in Texarkana, Mr. Rick Ferguson, is watching us on the live stream, and he just always asks me. I see him at church every week. Comes ask me a lot of questions about the Hawks. Just a good man that follows these boys and concerned about them and loves them. So we thank you, Mr. Rick. Appreciate you being a Hawk fan. That give was to Jaden Stewart. Not much happening on that one, though. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Even they're marking him as a loss of about a yard and a half, so it's going to be second down and long.
Yeah, Brayton Hullum was there to keep that to a negative play. Good stop by him.
So, Jay, who are our options for next week when this one's over? Who will play the winner of who?
Caddo Mills and Sanger. And so they will be playing tomorrow night. And
Johnson faked the give and kept it himself. Works his way back. Looks like about to the original line of scrimmage.
And I think we know when and where, but I'm not sure if I want to be the one to go ahead and say it now. I don't know if we're allowed to give that information out, but Hawk fans, keep your entire weekend open.
That was a pretty good hint. Johnson's got a man wide open. That's Jalen Borley with the over-the-shoulder catch down to the 35. One man trying to get him. Now they're going to catch him 5-yard line. Touchdown, Pleasant Grove.
What a great throw and catch, and Easton Hinch just tried to tighten that angle just a little much for Jalen Borley, and Jalen, I think, had a little extra giddy up at about the 35-yard line to extend that to a touchdown rather than just a long game.
I'm thinking that was about an 80-yard touchdown play right there. So Caleb Jones' point after is good. 9:59 left in the ball game. The Hawks take a 48-7 lead after a 80-yard touchdown pass reception and play. We'll go to a break. We'll come back to you with a little more Hawks football in just a minute.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Well, another offensive showing tonight by the Pleasant Grove Hawk offense. Going to increase their points per game average after tonight. And the defense to this point is going to lower theirs.
Yeah, with that touchdown play, that gives Akari tonight. Akari Johnson has 3 touchdown passes and 2 running touchdowns. So we just had the opening kickoff. It's taken out past the 20-yard line down to about the 23, where Van will begin this possession with 9:50 left in the ball game.
Yeah, Cannon Rainey was able to bring that ball out, and about the 15-yard line, he probably was wide-eyed because there definitely was a lane.
Got some freshmen coming in. There's a freshman defensive lineman, number 77, KJ
Mr. Greer.
That's the younger brother of Jamie Greer, who was on the 17, 18, 19 championship team. Good to see him on the field. Welcome to varsity, KJ.
Yeah, Cade Martin's getting some time out there. Landon West.
Buck Anderson is in a little to get some more. So we got a handoff from Van. That went to number 12, Braden Bradshaw on the carry.
Braden Bradshaw on the carry.
Yeah, Brett Spivey out there on defense. Noah Sexton.
Yeah.
And then Jaden Scales at the top of your screen, freshman. Playing cornerback.
Handoff kind of worked up the right side a little bit. It's first down for Van.
Bo Martin on the carry.
Yeah, Bo Barton there on the carry. And after Cade Martin, I think the only one left for the Hawks to have made that stop would have been Xavier Johnson. So good tackle by Cade there. And a deep enough run into the playoffs, and Cade's brother may be back in pads.
The snap was originally fumbled, bounced right back up in the quarterback's hand. Pass was made downfield, officially being called incomplete.
Yeah, Torian Phillips did a great job of punching that ball out.
Jay, I like seeing that number 77 on the field. That brings back good memories.
I understand. I think I saw a car with that on the bumper sticker on the way up here.
Bobbled snap once again. The handoff was made, though. The ball's taken out to about the 48, 49-yard line and brought down by several Hawks. KJ Greer is one of those.
Bo Martin on the carry. KJ Greer. Landon West on the stop.
Yeah, Greer getting his name called out over the PA system here, making a stop.
I wish I could see his daddy on the other side. I know his daddy has been looking for this day, man. He has got to be excited. Look, we have a Hawk down. Kind of looks like cramping.
Yeah, he was trying to get off the field, and I think one of the players just said go down.
It's Torian. It's not really necessarily hot here, but it's kind of muggy.
Ty Boozer's out playing one of the defensive back spots.
Moffitt keeps it and broke out of a couple of tackles, makes his way up the field. He did get the first down.
Yeah, Noah Sexton there to finally bring him down.
Noah Sexton on the shot.
See Jamarian Richardson out there playing corner for the Hawks, number 14.
Jet Mayo just came in. Colton Lybrand, who was brought up from the JV squad, getting some time in tonight.
Face mask was called against Pleasant Grove, so the ball moves up to about the 35-yard line. First down for the Vandals.
15 yards, stepped off.
Yeah, outside of Landon West, this front four of Pleasant Grove defense have not seen a lot of playing time so far this year, so I'm sure they are excited to be out there. Down to 7 minutes remaining in this ball game.
The slant across the middle from Moffitt, it's complete. That's going to be another Van first down.
Xavier Johnson was one of the ones in there to make that stop.
On the reception. And that's a Vandals first down.
Got some of the starting defense on the sideline encouraging the guys that are on the field to hang on to the shutout, or the only the one score.
Yeah, shoestring tackle there by Landon West to keep that to a gain of just about 7 yards, maybe 8.
On the carry. Rich Bobby on the top, on the shot.
Jump ball thrown in the corner. It is called out of bounds. Catch was made, but made out of bounds.
Pass is ruled incomplete.
How many passing TDs does Akari have tonight?
He's got 3.
Okay.
4? I've got him with 3 throwing and 2 running. But I'm willing to be wrong. So handoff where the running back tried to break to the outside and couldn't get to the corner, so he's brought down for a loss. Short loss on the play. Let's bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Jamin Wheeler and Logan Holt. They'll keep it to 4th down in about 3. Have about 5 minutes left in this game once this ball's put into play. Good coverage, but may have been helped out with possibly a little pass interference there. So pass interference on the play while the ball and player were in the end zone. So the Vandals are going to take over at the 2-yard line. 5 minutes and 1 second remaining.
First and goal for the Vandals.
The Vandals knocking on that door.
So that's a touchdown, Van.
And Garrett Flore in for the score. I believe that's going to be his 11th of the season.
The point after hits the upright and fell incomplete. So we have a 48-13 score with 4:40 left in the ballgame. We'll go to a break.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door. Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
So the ball is put into play. Pleasant Grove does catch and attempts to run the ball back, but Torian Phillips only gets about 8-yard return there. Pleasant Grove is going to take over this fourth quarter at the 23-yard line with 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this game. I think I'm willing to put it out there that they've punched their ticket to play next week.
Let's see who we've got in on offense that is new. We should have Walker Wright at quarterback. Buck Anderson carrying the ball right now. Works his way around the right side. Good gain on that toss. Jordan Patterson is in.
Yeah, Buck lowered that shoulder, and Cannon Rainey was on the receiving end of that.
Marion Jones is a freshman that's in, playing tight end right now.
I don't know if you mentioned Zach May or not, but Logan Knowles is also in there.
Jackson Brine on the offensive line.
I think Addison Burgeon is in there as well.
That's Jordan Patterson coming around the left side. We saw him a few weeks ago, and he's got the wheels, man. When he can find the lane, he can fly.
Yeah, Ethan Gardile is there. Joseph Etheridge. And it looks like Spencer Stokes is getting some time in at center.
Yeah, getting these young linemen in is a really big deal because this current lineman has one senior, everybody else is juniors. So next year will be that line's time to all leave together. Walker Wright looking to throw the ball downfield, threw it low. Did they call it a catch? I think they did. That pass is complete. That's Walker's second completion of the season.
Well, I mean, I always like it when you roll a right-handed quarterback right and a left-handed quarterback left, but we tend to do the opposite tonight with both quarterbacks.
Walker gave it to, I think that was Buck Anderson. No, it wasn't. I see Buck now.
I think that's Zach May, 25.
Hey, you're correct. Zach May. Two minutes left in the ball game. Clock is running. Hawks have a 48-13 lead. A lot of young fellas on the field right now, getting to be a varsity Hawk for the first time and loving every minute of it.
Yeah, Evan Dameron bringing the play in.
First jet sweep we've seen tonight.
Yeah, Jamarian Richardson, who does have some speed, carrying that ball.
Jamarian Richardson on the carry.
Third down and long for the Grove, about 13, 14 yards. Walker rolling right. He's under some pressure, nowhere to go, and he's caught from the backside.
Yeah, I believe that was Logan Fatigue. The backside sack.
That's going to bring up a 4th and really long for Pleasant Grove. Down to about 35 seconds left in the ball game. The Hawks are going to apparently let the play clock run down as far as we can. We've not had play clocks running in the stadium tonight. They've kept it on the field, so we don't know where they are on that. But coaches are talking to the officials. Imagine they'll call a timeout when it gets down to the end. Nope, it's going to run all the way out. So we're down to 5 seconds left in the ballgame. That's the end of the ball game, with the Hawks taking the 48-13 lead over the Vandals in the bi-district championship game.
Well, a win in the books for Pleasant Grove, so their season does continue. I think the only disappointed PG fan tonight is the basketball coach. But I hope he stays unhappy till the third week of December.
For real. I think the best news for us tonight, as far as we know and what we could see, it didn't look like we had any injuries of anybody coming off the field that was more than maybe a cramp. And so that's the best news of the evening. We look forward to giving you the information about what we're going to do next weekend.
Yeah, we had plenty of freshmen and sophomores get their time underneath the lights tonight, and hopefully the coaches had an opportunity to see them playing against some other varsity caliber players, and you never know who may be able to make an impact as we make this playoff run.
Well, if you're a Hawk fan, this has been a fun game. Like I've said, I guess a couple times already, offense just was really balanced, showed a lot of different things, got the ball in the hands of a lot of different people, did a pretty good job of overall as a team. We stayed fairly penalty-free. So you just got to be pleased with what we saw.
And we typically don't talk about any type of MVP or anything, but I think number 2 would probably catch a vote or two tonight for Pleasant Grove.
I would think so.
Well, we are very thankful for the sponsors that allow us to be able to stream this and bring this to those that are unable to make it to the game, but we want to let you know that keep a lookout on social media, Texarkana Game Day, all platforms, for when Pleasant Grove plays next. We're thinking possibly Saturday at 7 somewhere in the Dallas area. And we'll find out more and post that as soon as we know it. And we will send it